What's up, people? All right, well, many of you have asked about graphics, desktop graphics, special effects, and specifically how to use a piece of software called Compiz or CCSM. This allows you to do in various distributions of Linux. What I have here is Ubuntu Linux with Unity 12.04 LTS. This allows you to do various special effects, kind of cool effects, some cool, some frivolous, some look pretty slick. Various special effects to give your desktop enjoyment a more pleasurable experience, I suppose. Now, I have hesitated in the past because something like this is not completely stable. It can break your system. It broke mine. I was able to fix this. I mean, this is not something I would normally recommend if you are a complete beginner coming, say, from Windows to Linux, but it is something cool if it works. So I think what I will do here is split this up in maybe 2 or 3 parts. But for this first part here, just a very, very brief quickie on how to get started with Compiz. Well, first of all, I'm going to assume that no matter what distribution you are using, I'm going to assume that you have Compiz installed, you have all the updates needed, rebooted your system, and you're happy with your current desktop configuration. So let's take a look and see what we have. All right, this is the Compiz Config Settings Manager, or as I stated, CCSM. Now when you boot this up, as I stated, you can see here it says, and I have to read this because it is very important, CCSM is an advanced tool. Use this with caution. This tool allows you to deeply configure Compiz's settings. Some options may be incompatible with each other. Unless used with care, it is possible to be left with an unusable desktop. As far as my desktop goes in this, it did happen before. It seems okay now, but something like this, I cannot guarantee that if you use this, you will not have any problems. So consider this a heads up. Okay, one more thing before I end this short tutorial here. You have it installed, you read the warning, you're good to go. If you are running Ubuntu Unity, and I have tested this in Ubuntu 12.04, I have not tested this in any other desktop environment. So if you have 12.04 with the updates, you should be okay. That being said, up here to the left, the search bar here, type in Unity. Right here, the Ubuntu Unity plugin. Make sure this is enabled. At least in my case, if I don't have this enabled, it's not going to work right. So at least in my case, I had it enabled and it seems okay. So I'm going to advise you to enable it. In some cases, you may have to temporarily disable and then enable it. In my case, I just left it as it is, enable Ubuntu Unity plugin, and I didn't notice any crashes so far. Alright, I think I'll leave it for this quick introduction here. So that's how you get started if you are running Ubuntu Unity. Make sure you read the warning, it's very important. Make sure you have all the updates first on your desktop. Enable the Unity plugin, and then after that we'll get started in some special effects. I think I will do that in part 2.